is basically just a wrestler. Now, sometimes if you can't out-spar the person, then you might be able to out-wrestle them. If you out-wrestle them, you can take them down in a real-life situation. It could be serious because you could choke somebody, you can break their limbs, break their bones. So some people are more wrestlers than stand-up fighters. So you might be good at wrestling, but then you're not good at stand-up fighting. Sometimes you're good at stand-up fighting, but you're not good at wrestling. The whole thing is try to get good at everything, so that nobody can have an advantage on you. Okay? So let's have you two wrestle. So pin them down for about 5 seconds. So if you either pin them on their back, you pin them on their stomach, or if you get a choke on them, or if you get something, a choke, a pin, then you win. Okay? Let's go. And let's get straight to it. Let's not run from this. We don't got time for that. One, two, three, four, five. Good. Alright. She did good. I mean, she weighs more. She has an advantage because of the weight advantage. But, you too? Go ahead. Go ahead. She's a good example. She's getting better at stand-up fighting, and she's probably the best wrestler in this whole class. So she's good at both. She's getting really good. Okay, so pay attention to what she's doing. Go ahead, guys. He's more of a wrestler, I can tell.
Yeah.
He's got size advantage. One, two, three. Almost had him. Somebody take him down, take him down. Pin him. Alright, you guys tied up. It's tied, good. Sit down. You guys both did good. Alright, so one other thing I want to mention is don't feel too bad because she's got like a 20-pound weight advantage on you, and you're really strong for your size.
Yeah, you're right.
And she's giving you a good challenge, so that's a good thing. I don't want to put you against somebody your size and you just beat them so easily, you know. So when you weigh less, we try to challenge you with people that weigh more than you to help you to get better. All right. So obviously you can get better at that. But if you're fighting against somebody that's taller than you and bigger than you, what you're supposed to do is outspar them, like punch better, kick better, keep moving, wear them down. Okay? That's how you're supposed to beat somebody that's bigger than you. Okay? If I had, say you're fighting somebody smaller than you, that they're actually faster and quicker and stronger than you, but they're smaller, then you might want to wrestle them to take that advantage away from them. Okay? Let's have Brandon and let's see. You guys are around the same weight. He just has a height advantage, but wrestling it shouldn't really matter. Let's see what happens. Go. Remember, let's just get to it. We don't got time to circle around for each other. 3 minutes.
Oh, yes.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yes, out there. You can be my idol.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. That was pretty good. We both did good. Good job. Alright, so you guys, what stayed is good is that you guys aren't really hurting each other, but you guys are really trying hard. What you guys are doing is close to like a real fight. It's very close to that. So I'm telling you, you guys get used to this. You're gonna get more confident. If something happens, you'll know what to do. All right. So the thing is, we want to try to keep it safe in here, but we also want to try to make it feel like it's a fight. So then when it happens, it's not a big deal. You still remain calm. The only difference is instead of like open your hands, you punch them with real fists and you hit them hard. You know, okay? So let's have you and you. Go. Hit her now. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Get her in a headlock right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. You got it. Good job. You too. She's good at wrestling, so.
You might want to be careful against skateboard. Be careful. Just be careful. You might. Okay.
Go.
Can you see what's happening? Be careful. Oh! And you might grip. Hold the camera. Might fall.
3.
No way. No. Come on, get up, get up, get up. Okay. Choke? This is the same thing that happens to me.
Release her grip from the tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She got you. That's it. Good job, both of you. Go.
What kind looks like my little brother?
One, 2, 3.
Oh, turnover.
4.
One of you needs to get the upper hand. Oh, I know. Both of their arms, so you never know. First time.
One, two, three, four, five. Good. You both did good. Dylan, Jet, go. Wrestle, wrestle. Take him down. Take him down. Yeah. Jet, take him down. Alright, sit down. She didn't go yet. Go. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Alright, so I want you guys to realize that that this part of the class is supposed to be serious. Okay? It's very important because realize that if somebody's trying to hurt you, they're probably angry at you. And if they want to hurt you, they could even kill you. Like what happened right there in real life is somebody, you know what happens when somebody chokes you, right?
Yeah.
You die. So I mean, it's serious stuff. So what I'm saying is when you're sparring, don't let them get you to the ground. Try to keep standing and fight them off. The last resort is the wrestling. And out there, they might choke you. And there's sometimes, actually, there's people that watch this stuff on TV, like the WWE and the wrestling, and they accidentally kill their family member. Like there's like cousins that would watch it, and then they would go behind them and choke them, and then they accidentally kill their family member. Like this stuff is serious stuff. So the wrestling, you know, like if you lose in a wrestling match out there in the streets, you could die. So it's serious. So there's a lot of people a lot bigger than me. So I don't want to wrestle with people. I want to fight them off me so that they can't get me onto the ground. If they get me down to the ground, I gotta try my hardest to get back up and keep fighting them. Like I don't want to wrestle people because I'm strong, but there's a lot of people out there that's a lot bigger than me. It's gonna be really hard for me to wrestle people that are so big. So you want to stay standing. But once you done wrestle, you want to try to get the best that you can. So it's harder for them to take your life away. Okay? So remember, the more serious that this gets, it's not that you're not going to be laughing. Because if you spar with me, it's not funny. Because I'm going to hurt you if you don't take it serious. And that's what it takes when you get better. Don't laugh and giggle about this. The little kids, they're just playing around. It might be funny, but if you want to get better, it's not funny. You want to try to if you lose a wrestling match, it's pretty much like you could have lost your life. That's how serious it is. Okay? Not just wrestling, but sparring too. You know, don't let the people like take you down to the ground, keep them away, and just keep doing the best that you can. Alright? The last thing we'll do